If we had time traveling devices right now and you grab one and you travel back to time and you were able to meet your ancestors, right? And they look at you, would you be somebody that they are proud of? Would you be somebody that they would fucking say, holy shit, I went through all of this. I survived diseases. I survived fucking animals trying to eat me. I survived death every single second just so my gene could survive and turn into whatever it is that they're looking at. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Get Your Shit Together Fridays. So today I want to jump on here and just speak to you guys about how to be a man. Right now, granted, this is from my perspective, based on my challenges and my principles and my morals and my characters and my ethics. But I just want to share it with you just in case you don't have a man in your life to tell you what's what. Then at least you have somebody to listen to. Right? I understand that I have a very young audience that listens to me, all right? So I take this very seriously as I share these thoughts. With all that said, guys, here are a couple of things that I think every man should be able to manage and conquer in order to become the best version of themselves. Starting off with number one, guys, emotions. Guys, I understand that we all have emotions, right? That's actually one of the things that we as Special Forces operators have an issue with, which is sharing our emotions, right? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, don't feel however you want to feel or don't share it. Like, by all means, do so because it's healthy. However, as a man, I need you to understand that your emotion doesn't give you a way to escape your responsibilities. There's times when I wake up and I don't feel like doing certain things. Just because I don't feel good or I feel depressed doesn't make my bills go away. It doesn't make the fact that my family needs protected to go away. It doesn't make the fact that I need to provide go away. It doesn't make the fact that I need to lead my family and those around me go away. All right? It doesn't change any of that. So yes, it's okay to feel a certain way, but you need to understand that eventually you have to overcome those feelings and get to work anyways. Right? As a man, you need to manage your emotions and still act because that's what men do, right? They act regardless of how they feel. That's how shit gets done. Sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym, but I understand that if I want to maintain my physical physique and my stamina and my endurance to be able to fight and protect my family, it's something that I have to do. Sometimes I don't feel like going to work, but guess what? I still got to do it because I have to provide. So yes, feel whatever you want to feel and then act anyways, right? That's what differentiate the real men from the folks that just call themselves men, right? The dudes that get in their emotions and they fucking, sit around and not do anything because they feel depressed. Regardless of how I feel, guys, I still act. I still take actions because I understand that I still have responsibilities. All right, let's move on to the second one, guys, which is finances. Now, I'm a big believer in that as a man, it is your job to provide. It's always been like that, guys. Nothing has changed. You are still the breadwinner or should be the breadwinner in your family. That's how it was back in the days, right? Hunter-gatherer. It's your job to provide for your family. If your family doesn't have enough and you're worried about living from paycheck to paycheck, guess what? It's your fault as a man. And before you go down to the comment section with your dick beaters and start typing, I need you to understand that you are in the greatest country in the world. There are people that are dying to get here, to get the opportunity that you have. I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's from Mexico, and he was telling me about what's called a rape tree. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. So pretty much when folks from South America are making their way to America, some of the folk that are smuggling them in, they go by what's called a rape tree. And every single female that goes through there, their way of paying is by letting these men rape them, and they take their undergarments and they throw them up on this tree. That's their payment to get here. That's what folks are doing to get to this place that you're at right now as you get ready to make excuses as to why you can't provide for your family. There's so many different ways that you can do this. It's ridiculous, right? So I don't want to hear it, all right? If you are not providing for your family like you should truly take a look in the mirror and figure out what it is that you are doing wrong as a man. Let's move on to the next one. Today's segment is brought to you by the Mentorship program, guys. At any given time, Monday through Friday, 9 to approximately 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, if you want to jump on the phone with me and talk about your hopes of going to selection, your hopes of getting through the Q course, your hope of being a good SF guy, hit me up through greenberrychronicles.com. I'll set aside 30 or so minutes and I'll get on the phone, guys, and serve you in whatever ways that I can, all right? Again, that's greenberrychronicles.com. Guys, the next one is going to be physical fitness. Now, I understand there's different levels to this, right? I don't expect you watching to be in the same shape as a, top tier special forces guy running and gunning, PTing 3 to 4 times a day so he can be at the top of his game. I just want you to be able to run a couple of miles if you had to chase down a bad guy that just snatched your wife's purse, or worse, grabbed your kid and they took off with him, right? Can you honestly look in the mirror and say that's something that you can do? If you can't honestly do that, guys, then you have a problem and you need to get to work. Because at the end of the day, the shit that pisses me off the most is when I see, fucking commercials about fat ass folks talking about, oh, I'm comfortable with my body, right? And we live in a society where we find ways to justify everything. There was a study that was done not too long ago where, they try to convince us that, hey, females are more attracted to dudes with dad bods. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? When has that ever been a thing? Like, they are trying to convince you that, hey, it's okay to be fat and that females are attracted to that. That's a bunch of horse shit. So yes, get in shape, not only for you, but also for your family. Last but not least, guys, let's talk about having hard conversation. As a man, it is your job to be uncomfortable at times, right? You can't just go through life being comfortable and being happy all the fucking time. There has to be trials and tribulations that you as a man need to go through, right? That's how you grow. As you got to be willing to have hard conversation and tell people what's on your mind, even though you know they won't like it, right? There's a lot of shit in this video that some folks probably won't want to hear, but it doesn't negate the fact that they're fucking true, right? We're men. We're the folks that are responsible for making things happen. Everything that happens or fails to happen starts with you as a man. Not only within your family, within your finances, within your physical stature, everything is your fault. And the sooner that you are able to own up to that and start practicing some personal responsibility, the sooner you'll be able to accept that and put a plan together to start changing it, right? And before we turn this video off, guys, I just want you to honestly look in the mirror and ask yourself this question. If we had time traveling devices right now and you grab one and you travel back to time and you were able to meet your ancestors, right? And they look at you, would you be somebody that they are proud of? Would you be somebody that they would fucking say, holy shit, I went through all of this. I survived diseases. I survived fucking animals trying to eat me. I survived death every single second just so my gene could survive and turn into whatever it is that they're looking at, right? Would they be proud of you? And if they're not, I don't want you to get upset, man. It just means that you have work to do, right? Guys, I hope this video was helpful. Again, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you as far as what I think a man should be. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are as far as what a man should be, guys. And hopefully somebody out there that needs to hear it will get something from it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.